Hi guys, it's Kate and it's VEDA day 23. And today we are answering the question, are we an optimist, a pessimist, or a realist? And I want to say the majority of the time I am an optimist, and I think I'm annoyingly so. I'm one of those people who, instead of arguing devil's advocate, I always argue, I don't know what the opposite is, but always just giving people the benefit of the doubt. So this happens a lot at work. Either with vendors we deal with or the people who work on our teams, like employees in the restaurants and stuff. And I will always, like 99% of the time, I'm like, well, maybe they forgot, maybe they were busy, maybe they didn't know this, or they thought this. Like I always come up with, I think because I'm so analytical, I always try to find an explanation behind things. So I'm always just assuming that things were an honest mistake. And so same thing with like an outcome of a situation. I always assume things are going to go for the best because I expect the best out of people. I expect the best out of situations. Yeah, so that's just like an ever-present. I think because if I didn't do that and I expected the worst, I just would feel terrible all of the time, because I do get into moods where I just assume the worst. Like when I'm having like anxiety and depression, little bouts of it here and there, like the monster in my head is like everything's terrible and people don't like you and you know, you're never gonna feel better and da 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 da. And I know that's just like brain chemicals being weird, but I don't like that. So I can't do that outside of that. You know what I mean? Like outside of the anxiety and the depression telling me that, I can't just live with that in my brain all the time. And I know that some people don't have a choice, and I'm not trying to go there with this. I'm just trying to say when I do have a choice, I'm an optimist, because otherwise I would just not. I wouldn't like it. And I know it becomes annoying because, especially because like sometimes the people at work tend to be more pessimistic because they've been in the business a while, and you know they're the opposite of me. They're older and they're like, we assume the worst, whereas I'm young and I'm like this chipper, like, and sometimes people think I'm naive because they're like, well, you just expect the best and watch what's gonna happen. And I'm like, I get that, I really do. Like I've had enough life experience at this point where I expect the best out of people, and I don't always get that. So I still go into things expecting the best though. Like it hasn't stopped me. So I mean, I don't know, I like that about myself and I really pride myself on that. But I do know that I can become very obnoxious to somebody who doesn't want to hear it. But I think I just say it just in case, even if that person just is like, no, you're wrong, maybe it just settles somewhere in their brain. That maybe just something like, maybe, okay, maybe I'll just consider a little possibility that it'll be fine. So, I don't know, that's my thought. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, and I love your faces. Bye guys.